Okay, so today we're going to do the gnomes. This is a continuation of the last video, sort of. Um, on the elemental spirits, this one is the element of north, and that one is the spirits involved with that one are the gnomes. Gnomes are the spirits of the earth element. They're responsible for all aspects of our natural world, such as trees, herbs, flowers, colors, and minerals. Um, they primarily focus is on protecting the earth with buried treasure, both inner, hidden talents and abilities, and outer, which are physical fields, although they can also help with money issues, material matters, and grounding. Gnomes can reach a great age and can often look like gnarled tree roots. They have a great sense of humor, and may as well be responsible for moving things, practical jokes, and the disappearance of pennies. Having said that, they're extremely wise and can be approached whenever wisdom is being sought. Um, she goes on to talk a little bit about, this is the book that if you remember from the last one. Okay. She goes on to talk about um, her experience is that gnomes can be elusive and suspicious of human motives because humans tend to not respect the earth, which is truly their domain. To connect with gnomes, take yourself off to a natural environment and then bury a silver coin as a gift before sitting nearby and asking for the gnome's assistance. If you live in an urban environment, you can create an earthy haven for them to inhabit by filling a small baking dish with mosses, lichens, stones, leaves, berries, and twigs. Then you can also sit by this gnome garden to meditate. Okay? So, my experience now, gnomes are quick little buggers. They are. They're really fast. At least when I've seen them, unless I've seen something else. And they like the earth, obviously. Their earthy things are brown and green and have those colors associated with them. Oftentimes I think about those little lawn gnome thingamajiggers. Um, Earth as an element is good for grounding, it's good for centering, it's good for getting your roots into a situation and finding out what that problem is and asking, okay, hey, what do I do? We remember that Earth is um, a strong support element, which is also why people talk about Mother Earth and Gaia with it. Okay. Um, Whenever I have worked with Mother Earth or Earth element as itself, I always have a very strong aura that comes about me, a very strong energy pattern that is different from all the other ones. I mean, each energy that I sense from each element is obviously different, but I get a motherly one, a wise one, a strong center. I always envision like a tree, the tree of life, or something that deals with roots. Okay, a lot of colors I see are like the green, the earth tones, the tan, um, even ironically wind, um, those different things. I always see those that come into correspondence with it. Okay, so those are always very strong aspects that I hold with it. Okay, so for my little altar that I had to make for this video, I again don't have very much to go with, as we already know this, but this is what I did. I put on my altar the things that I can associate Earth with. Okay? So, if you can see that, I have my lucky bamboo. Obviously, it's a live plant. Okay? The roots. Okay? For grounding into the earth. If you can see that. Oh, sorry. You can see up my nose. Okay? And then, I put my pentacle here. I decorated it with stones from the earth. I used stones specifically that were dark colors. Okay? And then I put some animals on there. Okay? Pretty basic, pretty simple. Nothing too elaborate, nothing too crazy. And I put a green, well, it's my laundry bag, one of them, but it's clean. and um, I put it over my rosewood box, so it kind of looks like a hill. Okay. So, pretty much, I'm going to do the same thing like I did in the last ritual. Okay. I'm gonna come over to my altar. I'm gonna sit on the ground on my center, sit and pray for a little bit. And a typical invocation that I like to use a lot of the time, is I like to pray to the earth. Okay. Um, I will put my intent into like one of these stones, small ones, just like this, quartz. Okay. I will see and visualize my intent in it, and then instead of like in the last one, I'll put it underneath. Instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll take it to a specific spot outside, and I'll actually bury it for a little while, and I'll meditate and pray over it and whatever. Okay. So that's just one way of doing it. So I've come over here, I've grounded and centered. I'm gonna pray to the goddess and be like, okay, Mother Earth, great goddess, please bless this altar. Let it be a conduit of energy and strength of the element of earth from the spirits of the elemental gnome. Let wisdom and strength come from it. Let the spiritual roots that are with me connect with the earth and find resolution to the intention or problems that I seek. Something along those lines. Okay. Um, I may simply, like, that was just a blessing. Okay. After that, I'll just invoke the element of earth. Okay. Grounded center, feel strong, feel like a tree. Okay. Element of the north, spirits of the gnome, conduit of Mother Earth. I call upon you this day. Send forth your wisdom. Elongate my roots of my spiritual self. Let that which is within me be seen and heard by the spirits of the north. That whatever decision I may need to make for what I'm struggling with, the decision is wise, educated, and without harm to myself or others. Okay? And then, you can, if you have a specific totem animal, you can invoke that. Like, obviously, one of mine is a wolf. Right? This is a lovely card I got for Christmas, by the way. So, I'll end up doing that. Okay? And then I will think or meditate on my situation. Obviously, since I have roommates, I won't be as loud with it. I'll just think on it, keep it to myself, ponder it, and then eventually focus on the gnomes. Like I like to picture the gnomes. They're sitting there with their books and their um, glasses, the little bifocal specs, half moon glasses, whatever. And I like to see them sitting there with paper, and they're doing math problems as to, okay, we can fix this problem with this one, that sort of thing, you know. Um, like I envision them working on my situation, okay, and as I'm meditating and I'm seeing this, I'm envisioning them coming back and saying, okay, you should try it this way and see what happens, or coming to come forth and give me an answer as to what I'm looking for. Again, I will say thank you. I will um, dismiss the element properly, um, and that can be something as simple as spirits of the north, um, element of earth. I have welcomed you, and now I release you. Stay if you must. Um, leave if you must, stay if you will. Blessings to the so motivate. Something along those lines. Something simple. Like I said, you don't have to have all kinds of craziness to do this stuff. Keep it quick, simple, and to the point. Because, I do more elaborate rituals and whatnot, yes, just like every other witch. But I choose to use ones that are convenient at times. Ones that are convenient to, as right now I have a very busy schedule, I'm constantly going places, I constantly have decisions to make, what I need to do next, whatever the situation is. And a quick, simple little thing like that, 10 minutes out of the day is enough. Really, it truly is. Raise up a little bit of energy, say a little prayer, do a little devotion, take time for yourself, and then go back about my day. It's not that hard. You don't have to have big ceremonial magic. You don't have to have big ceremonial everything else. Okay? Yes, some things, you do. Like the bigger ones, the ones that you want to really put a whammy on. But I'm a big believer in keep it simple, stupid. Okay? I'm sorry, we shouldn't say stupid. There's another word. I don't remember it, but I remember I'm in the Army, so keep it simple, stupid is something that's heard quite a bit. Um, and that's exactly what it is. Keeping it simple, keeping it down to the point, keeping your intention focused, and having a good visualization. Okay, you don't have to have all kinds of craziness. Like, I put this whole thing together. I got off work at 1600, and I was back here. It's almost 16:30 now. It took me 10-15 minutes. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly what I needed. Put it together. It was what it was. Simple, simple. So, keep it simple with you today. Keep practice it. Try it out, and um, go about your day, I guess.